Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm only going to be crocheting orange plushies. I recently did this challenge, but with red plushies, and you can see all of the red plushies that I made right there. So I decided to do it again, but this time with orange plushies. I have a list of 6 orange plushies that I want to make. So the first one is a mini Darth the Dragon, a cranky kitty, an orange hoodie bear, a splooting fox, a chubby fish, and a red panda. So I'm going to go in the order that I have them written down in. So the first one is going to be Mini Darth the Dragon by Snugglebeans Crochet. And I think I already know what colors I'm going to use. I'm going to make it in Parfait Chunky, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the colors. So the colors that I'm going to be using for this dragon are Mango and Tangerine. I feel like Mango looks way different on camera than it does in person. I'm going to be using Mango for the main body and Tangerine for the accents. So I'm going to get started on this and I will check in with you guys later. So I just finished crocheting the dragon. Here it is. It's super cute. These colors definitely look way different on camera. In person they're a lot brighter, but I think it turned out adorable. I do think I might have crocheted on the little spikes one row too far back. His forehead does look a little bit big, but he's still adorable. So that's the first plushie of the video. I'm just going to sit him back here like that, right in front of my red plushies from the last video. This is all of the Mango I have left, so I'm very happy to be using this up because I have 2 more skeins of this, and this is my least used orange, I think. So I'm excited to have used most of that up. And then I have a bunch of Tangerine, and this is how much I have left of this skein. So once I finish this skein, I will move on to the next skein. I have like 4 or 5 more skeins left of Tangerine. So the next pattern that I'm going to be making for this video is the Cranky Kitty, and the pattern is also by Snugglebeans Crochet. I actually have 3 of her patterns on my list. It's this dragon, the Cranky Kitty, and the Splooting Fox. The Cranky Kitty is next, and I already know which yarn I'm going to use for this project. I'm going to be using Bernat Mystical in the color Canyon. This one actually looks exactly the same on camera. I don't know why that orange looks so different. But anyway, this is the color that I'm going to be using. The last 2 times I made this pattern, I used Sweet Snuggles Light. So I'm sure it's going to turn out a little bit bigger in Bernat Blanket, but I'm definitely excited. For Sweet Snuggles Light, I use a 4.5mm hook, and for Bernat Blanket, I use a 6mm hook. So it's definitely not going to be the same size, but I'm hoping to use up most of this. I already made 2 love cats with this, and I made those a couple of vlogs ago maybe. I don't remember, but I still have quite a bit left, and I've been trying to use up my Bernat Blanket. Really, the only Bernat Blanket that I like is Bernat Mystical because the colors are really nice, but it's really expensive, and I think they're going up on their price from $13.99 to $14.99. I'm pretty sure, because there are like 3 or 4 colors in my Michaels that have gone up to $14.99, and so they're probably all going up. It's just too expensive for me to buy it unless it's on a really good sale. So I'm trying to use up the Bernat Blanket that I have. I'm probably not going to buy any more unless it's on sale, and then that'll probably be Bernat Mystical or colors for turtles, because I like to make turtles in Bernat Blanket. But I said all of that just to say I'm trying to use this up. So hopefully I will use up most of the skein on this project. This one might take a little while to make. I was really hoping to finish filming this video today because I started it last night. I'm going to get started on this cat, and I will update you guys later. So it's actually a few days later, and I finished the cat. So here it is. I think it turned out so cute, and honestly, I don't think it's too much bigger than the other cats that I made in Sweet Snuggles Light. I don't even know if it is bigger at all, but it is so cute. And I love the little cranky face. He just looks so mad. But that is the second project for this video. I did end up using most of this skein of Bernat Blanket, but the next project on my list is an orange hoodie bear. The pattern is by Nooks Hooks, and when I say orange, I mean orange like the fruit. So the body is going to be like a peachy kind of orange, and then the hoodie is going to be like this tangerine, and then it's going to have like a little green stem on the head, so it looks like an orange. If you watched the red crochet challenge, I wanted to make a strawberry hoodie bear, but I thought it would be kind of cheating to do pink for the body and red for the hoodie. But for this one, since I'm going to be doing peach for the body and orange for the costume, peach is just a shade of orange, so I definitely think it counts. So I'm gonna go pick a peach color to use. Also, I've been using an orange stitch marker for this challenge. That's not related to anything, but I just wanted to show you that. So I'm thinking about using the color Shell for the bear. I know it's not technically orange, it's more of like a tan color, but it's like a peachy tan. And I feel like it would look kind of nice with the orange. I think I'm gonna do it. I don't know if it technically counts, but I feel like it's close enough because it is kind of peachy. So I'm gonna try it. I don't know how it's gonna look with this color for the bear. It might look kind of strange, but I'm gonna try it. So I'm going to get started on that, and I will check in with you later. I finished the orange hoodie bear, so here it is. I think it turned out so cute. And I love the little stem. That's Parfait Chunky in the color Key Lime, I believe. It turned out really small. I feel like my tension maybe got tighter or something because I feel like the other ones weren't this small. But maybe they were, I don't know. He's so cute though, and I love his little orange nose. I thought about giving him a green nose, but I decided on an orange one. And I definitely think that the color of the bear looks more orange next to this orange. Maybe not on camera, but in person it definitely looks more peachy. So that is the third project for this video, and the next project on my list is a splooting fox. This pattern is also by Snugglebeans Crochet. That is my final pattern by her on my list, but I don't know if I'm going to start working on that right now. I think I'm going to use Parfait Chunky in the colors Carrot and White, so I'm going to go grab those really quick. Well, my yarn is kind of a mess here, but I have a whole nother skein of Carrot on my shelf. I need to get some more, I think, because it is almost fall, so I'm going to be crocheting a lot of orange plushies, but there's that, and then here's my white, and I do have a few more skeins of that. Also, my orange stitch marker broke. I have a few more, but these stitch markers are not the best quality, so unfortunately it did break while I was crocheting the bear. But I'm going to go ahead and buy the pattern and start working on this, and I'll just update you guys probably once it's finished. I'm finished with the head of the fox. Also, it's the next day. And it turned out so much smaller than I thought it was going to. I feel like it's more around the size of like the mini sploots. And I do believe she just came out with a mini fox sploot. At first, when I started making the head, I was wondering if I had accidentally bought the mini sploot pattern, but it doesn't say mini on it, so I don't think I did. But it's just so much smaller than I thought it was going to be, because I have made the elephant sploot before. If you saw my last vlog, you probably saw the elephant, and there's the comparison. I don't know if you can see that. It just looks a lot smaller. Maybe whenever I end up getting the mini sploot pattern, which I definitely will be, maybe I will put them side by side and realize that this one is not actually that small. But I just made the head. I haven't even made the body or anything yet, so obviously it's going to be bigger with the body and the legs and everything, but it's super cute so far. Plus the elephant head might just look bigger because it has giant ears. Oops. So maybe that's part of it. I don't know. But that's the head. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on some more pieces, and I will check in with you later. I just finished crocheting the splooting fox, so here it is. It definitely turned out larger than I thought it was going to after I made the head. It's still pretty small though, which is probably good. I didn't need a giant fox anyway, but I think the face turned out so cute, and I love the orange that I used. I love this color of Parfait Chunky for foxes. I think it's the perfect color for foxes, and whenever I have the option between this one and the tangerine foxes, the foxes in this color always sell first. But that was my 4th project for the video, so I only have 2 left to make. The next one on my list is a no-sew chubby fish. The pattern for that one is by Nooks Hooks, and it is a free pattern on her Instagram. And I think I already know what colors I'm going to make this fish in, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some colors for that. So I think for the main color, I'm going to use maize. It's kind of like a yellowish orange, but it's definitely still orange. And then for the secondary color, I'm going to use tangerine. So those are the colors that I'm going to be using. I'm really excited to make this fish. I've been wanting to make this pattern for a little while now. Now that I'm doing this challenge, I'm realizing how low I am on orange. And since fall is coming up really quickly, which is crazy, but I'm definitely going to need some more orange. I'm not going to order Parfait Chunky for a little while. I need to use up a lot of my other yarns that I don't use as often, but when I do use up some of those yarns, I'm going to be placing a premiere order with a bunch of orange, also their new colors because I don't have any of those yet, and there's a couple other colors that I need to restock. So I really need to use up a lot of my other yarns so that I can go ahead and place a Parfait Chunky order. But that's not important right now. That's something that you will see in a future vlog. Right now, I'm going to get started on this fish. It looks like it's going to be pretty quick to make. It's pretty small, so I will probably get that done in the next hour, and I will show it to you once it's done. I finished making the fish, and I'm not 100% sure how I feel about the colors that I chose, but here it is. I think the pattern is adorable. I just think the colors are a little too similar, and I don't know how I feel about them together. I don't know that I really like them together. I don't know, next time I make this pattern, I'll probably choose different colors, but it is really cute, and I'm not super upset about the colors. I just don't know if I really love them. It did take me around like 30 minutes to make, which is even quicker than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why I thought it would take like an hour. It definitely should not take an hour for this tiny little fish, but it was very quick. And that is my second to last pattern for this video. My last pattern is going to be a no-sew red panda, and I'll put the pattern creator on the screen. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this pattern is by Nooks Hooks, but I'll put the pattern creator for the red panda on the screen because I don't remember right now who it's by, and I'm not 100% sure what colors I'm going to use for it yet. I don't think I'm going to start working on it right at this moment. So I will show you the colors either once I have them picked out, or I'll just let you know what colors I use once I'm finished with it, but I will update you guys later. So it's the next day and I'm finished with the red panda, and it turned out a lot smaller than I thought it was going to. But here it is. I think it's so, so cute. I actually love the colors so much better on camera. In person, this orange is very different. I think I said that earlier because this is mango and I used it for this dragon. But the way it's showing up on camera is the color that I would have preferred to have for this red panda. But it is adorable anyway. It's pretty quick to make, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but this is a free pattern on Instagram, and I probably put the pattern creator's name on the screen earlier, but I just think it's super cute. It's really small, and it was actually a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. So that was the final project for this video. So I'm really quickly just going to go through everything I made for this video. I believe the first thing that I made was the dragon. So here it is. Super, super cute. I love all of Snugglebee and Crochet's little sploot patterns. They're adorable. And then I believe the second thing I made was the cat. I love this pattern. I really hope this sells well because I haven't brought these cats to an event yet, and I think I have 3 of them. But it's adorable. Definitely love it in this mystical color. I will definitely be making another one in this mystical color once this one sells. And then I made the little hoodie bear. I really, really love this one. It's so, so cute. And then the fish. I will definitely be making more of these fish. It was so much quicker than I thought it was going to be. And I think they will probably sell well in my $10 bin. Actually, I think I made the fox before the fish, but here is the fox. Super, super cute. I love this orange for foxes. And then the red panda. Oh, and I forgot to mention what colors I used. I used Parfait Chunky in tangerine, mango, and white. And it is super, super cute. So those are all of the plushies for this video. I definitely want to do yellow next. So let me know if you have any ideas for what I could crochet for yellow. I may or may not film that before I post this video though. So just let me know if you have any ideas for any other color. I'm probably not going to post this for another like 3 weeks at least because I pre-filmed a bunch of videos. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. If you watched all the way to the end, comment a fox emoji. And make sure to let me know what types of videos you would like to see in the future. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!